Michelle from Good Day State Line joining us this morning. She's been making some summer fruit bruschetta for us this morning. What do you have going on?
Yeah, about 20 minutes ago we started making the summer fruit bruschetta. So we have 10 strawberries diced in here, 3 peaches, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. You want to have that sit for at least 10 minutes if you want to do this from home. I think it looks delicious. It smells so good too. So how you put this together, it's super simple. The whole thing is simple. I obviously sliced and toasted these breads at home. I don't have an oven right here. And then I chose strawberry cream cheese to make this more of a breakfast bruschetta. If you want something more savory, you can use goat cheese or really any spreadable cheese or, you know, something spreadable that you can put on the bread kind of to make this an open-faced sandwich. So a little heartier than, I guess, a tomato bruschetta at some point. This is taking the place of the mozzarella. So I'm gonna start stacking this with the mixture on top. I will say one thing. I know somebody watching is probably like, isn't there supposed to be basil on bruschetta? Yes, there is. And I was at my parents' over the weekend and I did not take fresh basil from my mom. I totally forgot. And I, being Italian, I know that you cannot use dried basil. It's not the same. It's not as good. So I was like, I'm just gonna say I forgot to get the fresh, which is true, and I just couldn't substitute dried. Just wasn't going to work for me. So if you have a fresh basil or you can get some, you put it on top afterwards anyway. So, you know, someone wants to bring me some, we can just sprinkle it on top. But I think this is pretty cute. Your kids will probably like this too. It's super sweet. The balsamic does take a little bit of the sweetness out of the fruit. And even if it's messy, it's still going to look good when you put it on a plate, which is, of course, one of the reasons, Whitney, why I wanted to make this today is because a lot of people are getting the chance to actually hang out with people that they haven't seen for some time. So maybe bring this with you when you go. What do you think, Whitney?
I think it looks good. It looks fancy, too, from here. I'll have to see it up close now that we're actually back in the same building
so pretty,
again. This
right?
is so rare. Yeah, let's
I'm kind of proud of myself, I'm not going to lie.
I appreciate it. It looks good. It looks good from here, at least. Morning Mug Club question of the day. We ask you a question every day on our Facebook page. Who's your best friend? Why are you guys buddies? This is your chance for a shout out. Tell them thank you.